Welcome everyone. This is Angelik on another segment of Throwback Thursday exclusive. And today I have an amazing artist that I know everybody's been waiting to hear from. And I have with you today Alexa. How are
Hi,
you?
hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for your patience and waiting for me to get on your interview. I'm so happy to be here. I am awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, like I'm very patient and I always tell that to everybody. And I know you've been working on everything right now. So I just want people to know what are you doing, like where they can find you. So we want to know about everything. So first of all, my question for you is, why freestyle?
I love freestyle. I grew up on freestyle. Freestyle is what I remember when I was young in New York, listening on the radio, dancing and singing and saying, "Yeah, I like that. I want to sing that." So it's always been something I cater to that comes first and foremost when it comes to music. So now that I have the opportunity to sing it, I'm going full speed ahead without looking back.
Yeah. So, like I remember when that started, and that was something that I don't know, like we grew up with, and I still can't believe how far it's come. Like it's still alive, and new people are doing freestyle, which is amazing. I love it because, like I always say, freestyle is never gonna die if it keeps going
No,
like this. And
absolutely.
and then new things, like new beats and stuff. So you can hear the old versions, but then somebody will play a new version, and it just brings it all alive all over again.
Yep, it just keeps getting better and better.
So
So
besides freestyle, did you ever sing anything at all, or it just happened that it's freestyle?
I it just happens that I'm starting off in freestyle, but I do sing all genres, including Spanish. So I'm not limited to freestyle, although freestyle is my passion. But I enjoy singing all genres of music.
Yeah,
So
because you don't sound like you just started. That's why I'm like curious. Like, do you have a background where maybe you before you were singing something else, and now you just went into the freestyle genre? No.
no, actually, I'll tell you that I started off as a dancer, dancing
Okay.
back in the day, and as for singing, I just started last year when I
Wow.
when I
Wow.
released my first song.
That's great. That's very, very good because I see that you enjoy it, and I've been seeing your performances on your lives, and that's why I'm like, I don't think she just started now. Like, it
Well,
doesn't
thank
show at
you.
all. Yeah.
Fooled you.
I know, yes, you did big time. That's why I was waiting. I'm like, she's gonna tell me, yeah, I used to sing in this group or someplace else. Like, I don't know.
No.
I was just waiting for that. And
I
it's
grew up in music. My parents, they're into music. My dad was a fabulous singer. He had the voice of the angels. And he always wanted to be a singer, but never did. But he
hmm
always sung around us, and we always were growing up around his type of music. So
yeah.
that's where it came from, really. Yep.
Yeah, and that is very typical because being like from Puerto Rico, right? We grew up with music. Everything was music. Like our parents used to like blast their radios, and sing while cleaning and cooking and all that. So, that's why I'm like, I think she used to sing before, and we got to figure this out.
No, but I'm just, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in God's timing. Back in the day, I might have wanted to sing, but the time wasn't the right time, so it never came to fruition. But
hmm
now everything just fell into place, and thankfully, I was able to receive it and do something with it. So all in God's timing. So I am very thankful. I am very blessed, and I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I've been receiving and how
Yeah,
well everybody's been receiving me and my
that's
music.
what I was
So
gonna say. Yes, you've been well received. I can say that.
yeah, yeah.
And for my surprise, like looking you up, I know you don't have Facebook because I searched the whole thing and I couldn't find you. So then I was like, where can I find her? And then I was like, let me check on TikTok. And then what I see, I don't see you singing. I see you DJing. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, Alexander, you're not gonna believe this. And he's like, what? I'm like, I found her, but she's not singing. And he's like, what is she doing? I'm like, she's playing music. I was like, she has headphones and everything. I'm like, this is crazy. Like you keep surprising me.
Oh, thank you. And that just started also. That just started like less than a year ago. When I was recording, Falling Out of Love, my producer at that time was showing me all his equipment and showing me, hey, you could do this, you could do that. And I'm like, hey, this is fun. I like this. And then I just started doing it.
Wow.
You know, I don't proclaim myself to be a DJ, but I'm doing it, and I'm doing it happy and proudly, and I'm going to continue to do it. So any naysayers out there.
And it's funny because when I saw you, I was like, she's probably been doing this for a while, and I missed out on this because you look very natural. You know, when you're on the camera, you don't seem like shy at all. So I'm like,
oh my God, I am so shy.
No, there's no way. Nobody can tell that. Like, I couldn't tell that.
Oh my God, I am so shy. I've been an introvert all my life, and I'm actually coming out of my shell now. Después de vieja.
Wow. Well, you really told me twice.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. So now about your songs. Do you write them yourself?
I do. I've written all my singles that have come out. I do have some collaborations in the works that I did not like, but I have written something towards the song. Yeah. But all my music I've written for myself.
Wow. You know, talking about your songs, I have 3 songs here on my list that I can't tell you, this is my number 1, this is my number 2. I went through the whole thing again, and I'm like, I can't. And what I do is that I always highlight with stars or fire or something on my notes. I have all 3 with everything. So I can't pick one. That's why I was like, maybe there's going to be another one that I might say, okay, this one will be the one on the bottom that I'm going to put. I have all 3 on the top. So I have here Falling Out of Love. I have Take Me As I Am and Letting You Go.
And then I have the remix of Letting You Go with featuring Jaquan.
Jaquan, yes. I was so surprised with that because he's so much fun. I could bet that you had a blast with him.
Yes. Actually, if it wasn't for him, I would have never recorded Letting You Go. I wouldn't even have been in the music industry most likely. But he's the one that encouraged me to do so. You know, he gave me his connections to help me start the process. And that's where Letting You Go started from. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great because he's amazing. And, you know, his energy is very contagious. So doing a show with him, you know, it must be a lot of fun. And I saw you performing with him that song.
Yeah, he's an awesome performer. And we will be performing the song together on October 4th. So I look forward to that.
Okay, that is great. Yeah. Where's that going to be at?
In Palm Bay in the Puerto Rican Parade and Festival on October 4th.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know, and talking about the other songs, like Falling Out of Love, what a surprise. That was a big surprise for me because I didn't know you could act too.
I guess I can.
You're a little box of surprises.
Are you talking about the video?
Yes, I am. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Oh my God. If people could be a fly on the wall during that shoot. Oh! It was intense. That idea? Oh my God. Well, DJ Smooth Joe, who's also Jose Aponte for Aponte Productions, who's my manager, he's the one that directed and produced that music video. And we both worked on it with the idea of how we wanted it, but that was a one-man deal. He did most of everything. So for it being my first video and him doing it pretty much single-handedly, I'm very proud of how it came out. And it was an experience that I will never forget. It was very intense. That beginning, I really did feel it. I don't even think that was acting, but we had a couple of takes of that. And I'm like, man, all those takes, they should become a not a blooper, but what they call that, like bring them all up and show people of the process when we were making it. It's so hilarious, but at the same time, very emotional, very intense when it was happening. but it was an experience that I am so grateful for.
Who was the person that was with you on the video? Because I felt bad for him.
That he is Edmund, also known as Faded Tears. He used to do music back in the day,
Yeah.
but he is my friend. He came all the way down from up north to support the video and me, and it just turned out amazingly. So
It is. I was like, oh my God, that fury that came out of you, and he's just there. I'm like, poor him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was good.
It was good, yes. That's why I'm like, oh, she could act too? Wow. Like, this is crazy. It came out very nice. And, you know, the scenes in the beach and all that, like, I love every part of it.
Yeah, there was a scene, it didn't make it to the video, where DJ Smooth Joe had the idea of having roses shatter when I was in the argument, have them frozen, so when I banged them on the table, they will all just go up and explode. We did several takes with that, and unfortunately, it didn't make it to the video, but it would have been so beautiful.
Well, you know what? You can always do that recap thing of, you know,
Yeah.
parts that didn't make it, but still play the song with those extra clips. That would be fun too.
Exactly. Yeah. That's something I hope that can be done. So or that will be done. So we look forward to that.
So now, for my surprise, you speak very well Spanish.
Thank you.
And we just had Alexander fool thinking that you didn't speak any Spanish at all. So I'm just still like laughing in my head about that one. We made him practice.
My mom raised us speaking Spanish, and I learned English in school. And then again, like growing up and, you know, being in New York and then in Florida, English became my primary language, but I do speak, read, write Spanish fluently.
Now, what about songs? Are we going to listen to a Spanish freestyle?
Maybe, but maybe it won't be freestyle.
Maybe, well, that's true, but maybe you can do like little pieces of Spanish into your freestyle, you know what I mean? Because not a lot of people know that you know Spanish, just so you know. So
okay,
that would be very cool.
Hear me on October 4th. I'll say something up there. And bring out the
Oh, you know that's coming. When you say that, everybody's going to be like, wepa. Oh, my goodness. I wish I could make it to that show. Like,
it's going to be amazing. The lineup is going to be great. Yeah.
So who's going to be there with you?
Off the top of my head, I know Nashali's gonna be there, Nikki Nance, Jaquan, Tyler Bless, a bunch of other artists I can't really think off the top of my head, but it's a good lineup. It's gonna be a full, nice lineup.
Yeah, that's amazing. And now the song "Letting You Go," since you're the one that's writing these songs, is there like something personal that, you know, brought you to bring up these type of titles and, you know, stuff?
It actually, yes, it was something that I was going through at the time, and it just went from my brain, from my heart to my pen to the paper and out to the music world.
Those are the best ones.
Flew out. Yep.
Yeah. No, that is amazing. And like I said, if anybody's interested to look up the video, you can go on YouTube and you're going to find the amazing video of Falling Out of Love. Like, you're going to see that one. But they're also going to see your live performances too.
Yes.
Do you have any upcoming video that you're working on that might come before 2026?
Before 2026, I don't think so. But during 2026, yes, we are working on 2 other videos for the other songs that are already released. And not only just on YouTube can they find everything, they can also find it on the official website, which is alexaofficial.com, officialmusic.com, or on joseaponteproductions.com. So he's got all his stuff there. They're both linked together. So if you go into one, you'll find mine. If you go into mine, you'll find his. And there's merch, there's interviews, there's performances. The songs are on there. So yeah, and then they can purchase and whatever the charge is goes directly to the source. It doesn't get split up. So that's a way of showing support.
Okay, and you just mentioned merchandise. What kind of merchandise?
Hats, cups, mugs, hats, t-shirts, mugs.
Oh,
So
okay.
far, yeah.
Do you have anything right now to show, or you have it already on the website?
No, this is an
Okay.
interview. Why would I be ready? No, I don't
No.
have anything on hand,
Okay.
but it'll be on the website.
On the website. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Is there anything else that you might be planning on doing or bringing into that merchandise?
So far right now, that's what I have available, what I'm, working on. And then maybe in the future I'll add more stuff. But for right now, I don't want to clutter it too much.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Maybe something for the DJs, just like giving you an idea, like the
oh
headphones
yeah,
with
that
your
would be
logo on
awesome,
it or
right? Oh
something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That'll be so cool.
That'll be a great idea.
Or even, the things that they put, the decals they put on their, on their controllers, something
Hmm.
like something that they can put there. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
says
that would be an
Alexa.
awesome idea. Yep,
More
yep.
promotion, right?
Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, something to think about. Actually, that's an awesome idea.
Yeah, I'm always
So,
like thinking, what can this artist, do that comes into my mind. So for me, that just came up because I always see you with the headphones and the TikTok vibe. So I
yeah,
think that'll
I mean,
make
there's
sense.
photos up there too. There
Uh-huh.
could be photos up there, signs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that'll be awesome. That was a good idea. Yeah.
Hmm. So now on your live, do you only play freestyle or do you play other type of songs there?
I primarily play freestyle, but I have played like a little bit of merengue, a little bit of salsa also, but primarily it's freestyle.
Okay. Yeah, you have a nice audience there, like a lot of support. I like
Yeah,
to see how they interact and all that, and you just have fun there. That's what I like.
yeah, yeah. It's just a great vibe. The people that come in there are very polite, respectful, supportive. I really haven't had any issues like
Hmm.
I haven't been on there as much lately because I've been very busy doing other stuff. But the other night I went back on for a little while, and boy, yeah, I missed it. So hopefully I'll get more chances to come back.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna do it. I just haven't
Hmm.
had enough time to split myself 5,000 different ways. But
Yeah,
yep, it's still on the table. I'm still gonna be playing every now and then.
yeah. And it's funny, you don't have Facebook, but have you been told that these DJs are playing your songs on their lives?
No, not on Facebook.
Oh
I
my
know the
goodness.
DJs that support me on TikTok. I know I've seen them, I've heard them, but I'm never on Facebook. I really am not. So I don't know
And
what's
nobody
going
has
on in
told
there.
you.
Nope.
Oh my goodness, you're missing out on so much fun. Let me tell you. Like, we have a lot of DJs that they're doing their lives and your songs will come up. And I'm always waiting to see if you come in and say hi, and then I can find you because, like I said, I didn't know you didn't have Facebook. So I'm like waiting to see if you pop up, like other artists would join into the live and they'll say hi or something. So
Oh,
yeah, you have a lot of support, just so you know. And
well,
just
thank
so you
you.
know, boomboxradiopr.com on our website, your songs are on rotation 24/7.
Thank you
So,
so much. Oh my God,
there,
how I would love to go over there and just perform.
we're still planning for the second anniversary, and we're already thinking about our third anniversary and all that. So we're just like trying to come up with something where we can bring artists, and get the sponsors for that because it's not easy, to
No,
plan something
I
like that.
understand. Yeah, I get it. Yep.
But yeah, it would be so much fun. But anyways, now that you have just this video, whatever new video you come up with,
Hmm.
send it to us so we can put it on the website.
Absolutely. Yes, most definitely.
And then also on the website, you're going to see the list of DJs that we have there.
Hmm.
And you can go into any of their lives when they're doing their lives for Boombox. And you might be surprised. You can listen to your song being played, just like I said, And what other thing? So on the website, if you send like fans or anybody that want to request your songs, there's a dedication on the bottom of the page so
Hmm.
people can put their name, who they dedicate that song to, or any message. And then on the bottom, it gives them the chance to put what artist and what song. So they can put, Alexa and Falling Out of Love or whatever song they want to hear from you. And then it will be on the top of the screen, rotating all the time.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
Hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anything that you have new, please send it to us. You can tag us on TikTok since we have you on TikTok, and I also have the Instagram. So whatever you want us to promote for you, we'll do that too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, talking about a little bit of everything here. I know that you collab with Jaquan. Who would
Mhm.
you like to collab with, like in the future?
Um, like right off the top of my head, I've always said George Lamont.
Okay.
He was like the first one I heard in freestyle. So
Hmm.
that's he's the one I grew up listening to. But
Yeah.
he's still amazing. He still has a great voice, you know.
Right. His
That would
voice
be
is like
awesome.
it hasn't changed one bit.
No.
Yeah, he has a
Mm-mm.
voice that you can tell that is him. Like it's undeniable.
Right.
Amazing song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I know that you went on stage also on that birthday bash, and Betsy was there.
Hmm.
That was the first time you shared stage with her.
No, I've actually shared the stage with her a couple of times. My first performance, as well as her first performance, we did it at the same time, and we were also in the Puerto Rican Day Parade last year together. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Wow. She's so much fun. She's a sweetheart too.
Mhm.
So you've been around a lot of nice people, a lot of like nice, kind artists that I already met, not in person, but you know what I mean, like, in interviews and things like that. So it's good, to be surrounded with people that have the same passion that you have. And
Right.
they welcome you with open arms, which is not easy because being
Hmm.
new, in the genre is not, it's not that easy.
No, I know. No,
Yeah.
they always say salt looks like sugar too, right? So you got to be careful.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, but you're doing great, and I just wanted to compliment you on your hard work is paying off,
thank you. Thank you
and
so much.
I know that there's gonna be a lot of surprises coming up, especially 2026. I hope that we have like a whole album that we can play with a lot of
Yep.
surprises in there. Yes, it's gonna be great. So
Yep. It's
now,
gonna be
when
amazing.
when it was the first time that you went on stage, how did you feel? Were you
My
nervous or were you
my
ready?
very first time I went on stage when I performed "Letting You Go" for the very first time, um, I was so nervous. That was the first time I sang in public. I sang in front of people that I sang out loud in any
Wow.
kind of area or whatever. And yeah, that was. But I said, when during sound check, oh, I fudged it up so bad. And then when I went to the hotel to change to get ready for the event that night, I was like, "You better get yourself together." And you know what? I overcame my nerves, and I for the first time I ended up feeling like I did pretty well considering it was my first time. And the
Yeah.
response was the feedback was pretty good as well too. So
Yeah. But
and I
how do
just
you
keep
feel
I
now?
keep achieving, trying to achieve to get better, performance wise, musically, vocally. I want to just continue to improve, and I feel I'm doing that slowly but surely.
Hmm.
I'm getting better, more confident. Like right now, I have dancers for
That is
my
good.
show, so that
Yes.
that makes it impactful. It makes a
Uh-huh.
difference. So
Yeah.
it's coming along.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can't wait to see what's coming up next.
I gotta go do cardio. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
That is so much fun. Like talking to you is like I still can't believe that you just started. It's still like kicking on my head. Like no way. But yeah, no, this is crazy. But it's fun, and I'm glad that you're having fun with it because it's about having fun and enjoying what you do, and
Yeah,
having the
absolutely.
passion that you have is gonna just be a piece of cake for you. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing something I love to do that I've always wanted to do. I'm doing it with the most humble heart that I possibly can have. I'm being received so graciously, and my mission is just to continue to write beautiful music, sing it beautifully so that people can relate to it and connect with the people. That's my goal. And then I feel complete.
Yeah. So who has been your biggest supporter? Like, who said, yes, go ahead, you can do it. And it's been like backing you up all the time.
I want to say my children, my two sons. They are what gives me my drive. They are what feeds my hunger to succeed and not fail or think about if I fail. They support me 1,000 billion%, and they're very proud of me, which is the most beautiful gift in the world. So
yeah, that is very good. It's like my son. My son is always like checking. He's asking me, "Mommy, how many views do you have on TikTok? How do you do on Facebook and this and that?" And he's always like paying attention to it. I'm like, Sean, doesn't matter. I'm just doing it because I like it. He's like, no, but I want to know. I want to know the numbers. So he's like more into the numbers. I'm like, don't worry about the numbers. I'm just having fun with what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but that is good. When it comes from your kids, it means a lot because, sometimes kids don't care that much of what we do. But when they do pay attention, it's like, oh, wow, they're actually paying attention to what we're doing. We think we're all next to them and they're like looking at us like an example, so that is good.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And you're showing your kids that it's never late. Like you just started now, but it doesn't matter. There's always something new that you might want to experience. And, it's good to be creative.
Yeah. And they both got the creative bug. They both draw, they both write music. They both sing. My older son is a recording artist as well. He does EDM music. My younger son, for my birthday, gave me his little a cover of Hotel California, which is called something else, but he sang it in his little instrumental for me. And I started crying and I couldn't stop. It was so beautiful. So hopefully he'll record something in the near future too.
Yeah. How old are they?
My oldest is 23 and my youngest is 17.
We're almost the same. Like my son is 24. My daughter is going to be 16.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah. No, they're something else. But yeah, it's true. They're the motor, that keeps you going.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good to be blessed like that. But
and I want to just add one more thing when it comes to like the people that I have surrounding me. As for Team Alexa, the people that consider themselves Team Alexa, of course, the supporters that have been there for me and carry my music with their, continuous support, hearing and playing and doing videos and all that, which I love. My team that work with me, like my mods on TikTok, Chris Rod, Mia Sada, Erica and Elizabetta, they are fabulous. Even when I'm not around, they are out there pushing my stuff and making sure that I stay in the front line. And then I have my manager, Jose Aponte, DJ Smooth Joe, who's been absolutely amazing to work with and has been with me every step of the way, being genuine and just teaching me and just being the best that he can be to make sure that I'm the best that I can be. But something that and I'll get emotional here for a second because, things happen in God's timing. I already said that. That I am so grateful for, that was unexpected, to have finally found someone in my life that really puts me first in the sense that wants me to succeed, loves me unconditionally, has been with me every step of the way since day one that we met, is my boyfriend, Vince Reyes, also known as DJ Quan. I am so grateful for him to be in my life, and I love him so much. So
that is beautiful. What more can you ask for, right? Because it's amazing to have that, that backup, somebody that supports what you love, and who better than your partner, right?
Exactly. Yep. So that's through the storm, the sun came out, the rainbows are out, the flowers are blooming, and I'll go through it all over again 1,000 times just to get to this point where I'm at with the people that I'm with.
Hmm.
So,
It's like I tell everybody that our past was preparing us for where we are now, for what was coming. That's the way I always see things. Like whatever you went through that you thought that it was so bad at that
yeah,
time, it prepared you for what was coming up. So,
exactly.
everything is a blessing, bad or good, is still an experience that we had to go through. So, I am glad that you get to enjoy this part of your life, right? Because a lot of people don't get to experience true
I
love
know it.
like
I
what
know
you're
it.
experiencing now. And,
Hmm.
having your kids also supporting you, it's like a total package right there.
Exactly, the total package. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree totally.
I am so
Yeah.
happy for you. Like this was something
Thank
that I
you.
wasn't expecting that we were going to talk about, but this is the
Yeah,
good thing about interviews. There's always something that's going to surprise me and take me like, "Oh, okay."
yeah,
But
I know.
I, yeah, I'm very very glad, and
Thank you.
being a female is hard. It's hard to be in the music industry. Being a female, it doesn't make it
Hmm.
any easier, but
Hmm.
you are very strong, and everybody can tell just by looking at you how strong you are. And I can only imagine the effort that it took you to come out and started doing now what you wanted to do, which I appreciate it, because without music, boombox radio has nothing, right? So that's
Right.
why we support everybody that's passionate about music. And that's why I
Hmm.
said anything you want to give us for us to play, just go ahead, because we'll
Awesome.
send it
Thank
to all
you.
the DJs that we have. And maybe your boyfriend might be on Facebook and he could go into these lives with you or something, or you're going to have to make a Facebook page. I'm going to be bothering you to have a Facebook page.
I know DJ Joe is on me like white on rice with that. I know everybody keeps telling me, hey, eventually, who knows?
Yes. You're gonna have your Facebook is gonna be full, that you might have to do a second page, because once you reach a limit of friends or fans,
Oh
Facebook
yeah.
makes you do another page because you can't add anybody else. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, but it's a
Okay.
lot of fun. So you gotta join us on our lives and all that. So right now we have the live chat going, and hi to everybody that's there. It's been an amazing experience to have you, and I hope that I
Thank
have
you
you
so
again.
much.
Like
I
for
hope so too.
let's say 2026, we're gonna come back, so that way I give you this time frame so you can do what you have to do, and then we'll do a recap and see what else you brought
I'm
in.
so glad you
Yes.
opened that door because I was hoping for that. So thank you.
Yes, no, that's always gonna be a thing, Like I already did Edie her second recap now, because I did Edie's interview in the beginning of the year. Like I think
Uh-huh.
it was in December 2025 or January. No, December, no, December 24, right? In 2024, and then we did January 2025, I think it was. And then I said, we're going to do another interview to see where we are. And we just did it not too long ago. So that was a lot of fun, because
Awesome.
then we get to talk of, everything that she's been doing.
Hmm.
And it's always good to do that, because we always remember where we left off.
Right. Yep. And
So
we're
I
gonna have
know
a lot
that.
more to talk about. I promise. You'll
Yes.
see.
Listen, we have 3 songs, right? So this is our number 3. That's fine. In 2026, I hope that we get to the 8 or the 9, something like that, and then at least 3, 4 videos, something. I don't know.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's gonna make me so happy. Yes, and by then we might have them already on the Boombox website, so
Hmm.
we can send everybody to watch them too. But yeah, so
Awesome.
anybody that's interested in having you for a show, like for bookings.
Hmm. Yeah, they would contact Jose Aponte, which they can do that through the website. They can go to alexaofficialmusic.com or aponteproductions.com, and all his information is there, and they can, um, contact him that way.
Okay, that's good. And we're also going to be available, if anybody wants to reach out to Boombox Radio or my personal Facebook or TikTok or Instagram page, they can do that too. And I'll pass the message to you, because, we're here to support any way we can, right?
Thank you so much.
And, I wanted to ask you if you have any shout outs that you want to give out besides the one that you just mentioned.
I'd like to just shout out to everybody that's been supporting me and, coming on my lives and, doing videos with my song. Thank you so much to everybody that's listening and supporting and those that are just looking. I thank you too.
Well, there's always people that are going to be looking at what you're doing because they're intrigued, And
Right.
being that it's a, different style, they always want to watch and see what's coming up new and what are you doing different.
Right. Yeah.
So, no, I love it. I love it. And, I know there's more to come. I can't wait. I'm a fan. So just so you know.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So anything
awesome.
that we can do for you, just let me know, please. I want to thank you. I know you're busy. I wish you a lot of luck on these upcoming shows that you have now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hopefully we can plan and I'll take Alexander with me to one of your shows if they're not too far from me. I'm in New York. Where are you?
Oh, that's right. Yes. I'm in Florida. I live in Cape Coral, Florida. Yep. So my next show is like 3.5 hours away from me. So it's more towards Orlando.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Whenever you come to New York or someplace close by like New Jersey or Pennsylvania, let me know.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, because if you do Pennsylvania, I could probably stop by with Evalina because Evalina's over there.
Oh, okay,
that way I have a tag team, to go
with. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and then here in New York, I could probably grab Lisa Greengrass. She's one of the fans that is always supporting Boombox Radio, and also Evie. Like Evie's in New York, so that would be a lot of fun. I'll get some girls to go with me too.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, thank you so much.
No, so I want to thank you on behalf of Boombox Radio. Like I said, I wish you a lot of blessings in your journey. I know it's going to be amazing, and hopefully Boombox is part of your journey.
And they most definitely are. I appreciate you so much for having me on your show. I had such a great time. I'm glad we finally got to do it. So, but thank you so much for having me.
Gracias un millón de parte de Boombox Radio. Te queremos dar las gracias por este minuto que nos has dado. Es más que especial para nosotros tenerte y quién sabe, tal vez si llegas a Puerto Rico te podemos traer al estudio de Boombox Radio y hacer un segmento de 1 hora contigo, live ahí con DJ Alex Kidd.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Okay, so everybody that's on the live, thank you so much for joining us. And this is it for now. Thank you. Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.